Boy, them ladies on The View get people upset, don't they? And today, Sonny Hostin faces backlash over the Epstein files claim on The View that she made. So she cited an unverified FBI summary. I mean, this thing is, no one knows if it's even a little bit true. It alleges that Trump assaulted a younger person, a 13-year-old introduced by Epstein, and it drove swift criticism because it's just slinging mud on the wall. Like, we don't know that this is true, but the hatred, the derangement about Trump is so bad that these people are willing to risk what little credibility they have left in hopes that they're somehow going to bring this man down. So it says here that on Thursday's The View, Hostin referenced a slideshow from Epstein files detailing a witness claim that was marked unreliable by investigators. This is something that's already been taken a look at, and they decided there's no way to verify this. It's unreliable. Something about him forcing, someone into a situation. It was in the early 80s, and then there was a, altercation, and then it's, Sonny had to come back and say, as they often do on The View, because it's so unreliable, that their handlers have to constantly send them notes saying, hey, you got to revise what you said. And she had to state that it was an unverified allegation that Trump has denied. But they release that stuff to cause trouble. That's why they do it. They even know that it's untrue, but they just want to cause trouble. The White House called the claim false, noting no charges have been filed, and there's people now calling for Trump to basically sue ABC. And here's one where they're talking about suing MSNBC.
Lisa, you got this reporting. Walk us through it.
Well, Anna, one of the things I can tell you is that based on documents that are available in the Epstein files, and I'm just going to hold up to you what allowed us to get to this reporting. This is an index of witness statements from people who were not expected to testify at Ghislaine Maxwell's trial, but whose statements were nonetheless produced to her defense counsel in the run-up to her 2021 trial. We also have a smaller one with respect to those who were expected to testify. And based on those indices, as well as documents available in the file, MS Now can report that there is at least one witness for whom 3 interviews with the FBI in rapid succession in 2019 are missing. You might say, well, what's the big deal about that? Well, the big deal about that is that we can also confirm that that woman is the same person who in a 2025 FBI presentation is identified to have accused Donald Trump of a sexual assault when she was between 13 and 15 years old.
See, the thing is, they cannot confirm that. That's what this whole thing is. This and Nicholas adds here, treading dangerously close to serious legal liability. The View's Sonny Hostin claims without evidence that Trump's sexually assaulted his 13-year-old. This is that same allegation they're talking about MSNBC. She was forced to walk it back and announce a disclaimer before pushing the unsupported allegations again. She said, well, apparently in this document, I want to be very careful here because these are allegations and President Trump has consistently said no about it, but they're unverified allegations, and he's denying the allegations and any wrongdoing, but she's still trying to make a case for it. It's that bad.
I want to know where those pages are.
What was taken out?
Well, we don't know what was taken out, but what we know is that Representative Garcia read about 50 pages left out. He did read an account of the president sexually assaulting that 13-year-old.
This president.
Yes.
Well, explain what this is, the words.
Well, apparently in this document, and I want to be very careful here because these are allegations, and President Trump has consistently, they're unverified allegations, and President Trump has consistently denied all the allegations and any wrongdoing. But there was a presentation made by the FBI, and the witness stated that Jeffrey Epstein introduced her to Trump, who subsequently forced her head down and punched her in the head in response to something that she did.
Right.
And this is just completely unsubstantiated, right? So now people are calling, sue them into oblivion. It's time to hold them accountable. They can't just keep doing this. They can't just keep on making these allegations. And here's the MSNBC thing where they did it there too. Like, he has to take action. He has to hurt them, because you cannot do this against political candidates. Well, he's not a candidate, he's the president, but you can't do this against political people because it has fallout. Let me break this down, like why this is so important. No matter how much a reasonable person can review all this and go, that's unsubstantiated. Do you understand how many people don't understand that? That once they hear them say it on here, they take it as gospel, and they now sit around and go, how can you support that man after what he did to that person? And it's like, look, it's a terrible story. If it's true, it's terrible. The problem is it isn't true. It's being used politically. You've got to understand when you're being used politically for an agenda. These people have an agenda. And they're executing it for a reason. Stop and think before you just believe everything you say. I wish my words could sink in and people would go, oh, okay, I'll do better. That's not the case. When they hear Sonny Hostin say this, they believe it. And that's the problem. And that's why Trump needs to sue him.